Hey dads, welcome to Father Friend, a podcast for dads who want to lean in, lead well, and love big. I'm Dr. Mike Ayers. If you've been tracking with me during the summer, you know we're in our Summer Vibe series. Shorter episodes, briefer wisdom. We'll go back to our normal format at the end of August. In fact, I have some exciting news. Beginning in September, I will begin interviewing guests. Once a month, we'll have someone join me in the podcast to talk about fatherhood, and it's going to be great. We've only been going for a few months now, and this is our next big step in the podcast, and I couldn't be more excited. I've already completed the first interview, and man, it was good. You're going to thoroughly enjoy it, and next week in the episode, I'll tell you who my guest was. A talented, special guy that has national recognition and who happens to be an old high school buddy. I'll reveal who it is next week, but for today, we're talking about fatherhood beyond survival. You know what survival mode is in gaming, don't you? It's when a character is down to its last bit of energy, its final heartbeat, its last breath, one sliver of health left, one more hit, and it's game over. But when it comes to fatherhood, survival mode is unacceptable. Yet many dads are living right there, running on fumes, juggling too much, stretched too thin, barely hanging on. We tell ourselves it's noble. We power through, push harder, and wear our burnout like a badge of honor. But here's the truth. You cannot thrive as a father if you're only surviving as a man. Do you understand you as a person, as a husband, as a dad, as a human being are a limited resource? And unless you're protecting that resource, nurturing it, and restoring it, you'll eventually run out of what your family needs most. You. You're not limitless. You're not Superman. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Now, this reminds me of one of Aesop's fables you may have heard before, the goose that laid the golden egg. A farmer had a goose that laid one golden egg each day, but greedy for more, the farmer killed the goose, hoping to get all the gold at once, only to find nothing inside. In the end, he destroyed the very source of what he wanted most. As dads, we do the same when we give and give and give without rest, without care, without refilling our tank. Eventually, we undermine the very thing we're pouring our energy into, and then nothing is left inside. Your love, your wisdom, your example, those are the golden eggs. But the goose is your health, your wholeness, your soul, your presence. The goose is you. Say it with me. I am the goose. So you can't sacrifice the source for the output. Otherwise, in time, the output goes away. You already know this. Fatherhood is one of the most sacred and demanding roles you'll ever step into. You love your kids fiercely, but some days, the pressure, the deadlines, the kid chaos, the money stress become overwhelming, especially in the early years. And I remember those years. Young kids, bills stacked on the counter, sleep deprived, and grinding day to day to provide. I was showing up, but deep inside, man, I was running on empty. What I didn't realize then was that I was suffering from something deeper, what I now call soul fatigue. It wasn't just physical tiredness. Soul fatigue is a worn-out spirit. Neglecting self-care didn't just hurt me, it hurt the dad I was trying to be. It hurt my family. So if you're feeling overwhelmed today, right now, let me first challenge any lies that may be present in your life, because if you're feeling soul fatigue, I can guarantee that there are some. The biggest is this: I'm failing. I'm not cut out for this. I'm a terrible dad. Let me speak some truth here. Those thoughts are not facts. They're fear, fatigue, frustration, talking louder than truth. They're defining the present situation as the permanent one, and that's just not true. Through the encouragement of some friends, I started challenging those lies when I was younger, and when I did, things changed. I began looking for small wins, the stories, the smiles, the funny things the kids said, the time I paused instead of reacting. That shift in mindset helped me reclaim joy. And I discovered another secret. Strong dads take care of themselves. Taking care of yourself doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. So with that theme, how do we move from surviving to thriving? Here are 6 brief, practical, but powerful ways. Number 1, care for your body. It cares for your kids. You can't separate your physical health from your fatherhood. Move your body. You don't have to hit the gym daily. I mean, that would be better, but even a brisk walk, a bike ride, or a stretch can release stress and reset your energy. Fuel up wisely. Your body isn't a dumpster, it's a temple. Eat like your kids are watching because they are. Eat better. Prioritize sleep. Stop treating rest like a luxury. It's actually a weapon. Sleep sharpens your patience, clarity, and strength. When your body is strong, your mind is clearer, and your emotions more stable, it's not vanity. It's proven to be replenishment. Number 2, take a break without guilt. I get it, you're busy. Life doesn't stop, but neither will burnout unless you hit pause. Think airplane oxygen mask. Put yours on first or no one gets help. For me, breaks meant long walks, running, journaling, coffee shop and a book. Just space to breathe, think, and be. No agenda, no expectations, just quiet. Those moments didn't take away from my family. They actually gave me back to my family in the form of my emotional presence and engagement with them. Number 3, build a brotherhood. Isolation is dangerous. God didn't wire men to go it alone. You need other dads in your corner. Find a tribe, your church group, a trusted friend, a men's Bible study. It doesn't have to be deep all the time, but it does need to be real. When you're struggling, speak up. When someone else is, lean in, help them. You don't need a crowd. You just need one other man who gets it. Number 4, set boundaries like a grown-up. This one's tough, especially for guys who want to be all things to all people. But your time, energy, and attention are not infinite. Again, you're not limitless. You have to protect them. That means saying no to things that drain, unplugging from work when you're home, blocking off Sabbath rest or personal time each week, having honest conversations with your spouse and kids about your needs. Boundaries don't push people away. They help you show up better when it matters most. And number 5, practice spiritual disciplines. Scripture reading, prayer, worship, meditation, journaling, small group community, serving. All these things get you out of the normal pace of life to focus on the eternal and the spiritual. These raise our eyes heavenward, away from the things that pull us down. So take 10 minutes each morning, put your phone down, breathe deep, read some scripture, thank God for something, and be reminded that God is there and that life is good. In fact, a great place to start is Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Doesn't this speak to busy dads? Finally, just remember, the goose matters. You're not just the provider of golden eggs. You are the goose. Without you, the family is going to hurt. If you keep giving without restoring, serving without resting, pushing without pausing, you'll eventually break the very thing your family needs most, your presence. You don't have to stay in survival mode. You were made for more than just enduring. You were made to lead, to love, to laugh, and to leave a legacy, to thrive, not just survive. Believe it. Make it happen. It starts with this. Take care of you. Move your body, fuel your soul, rest your mind, protect your energy, surround yourself with real support. You're not selfish for doing it. You're smart. You're not weak for needing it. You're strong enough to admit it. And most of all, you're worth it. Because when a dad is restored, his whole house is too. Thanks for listening today. I'm Dr. Mike Ayers. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with other dads. I'd love to hear from you. Email me at mikea@fatherfriend.net with comments, questions, and your biggest takeaways. For more tools, resources, and real talk on fatherhood, visit fatherfriend.net or follow on social media @ThinkingDads. See you next time.